Welcome to Setting Up Your Business. Tap the three lines at the bottom right corner of your main screen and scroll down to My Business. First, let's customize your profile picture. This shows up as a tile on your main business page. Tap the yellow camera icon. This allows you to choose a photo, file, or take a photo. Next, let's review your business information. This is important as you have the option to display this on your public business page. Ensure the address, telephone number, and email are correct. If you make any edits, make sure to tap the yellow save icon. If this is not the email that you would like to use for public display, you can edit it here. Enter a business phone if you have one. Notifications will still go out to your cell. Key codes can be saved for access to your location and sent to your clients through automations. If you enter the key code here, you can use the %, key code, and the % in automations, and it will automatically text message your clients at the automation timing set so that they can get access. If you enter this here, make sure to click Save. Check your time zone. You can turn on tax estimations to help you plan, but it is still important that you work with a tax professional as everyone's tax liabilities can vary greatly depending on many factors. If you'd like to enable calculation reports, simply toggle this on. Calendar settings will apply to your internal calendar view. This will not impact your business page configuration. You can select 5, 10, 15, 30-minute, or 1-hour intervals. The smaller the interval, the more time increments you will see on your calendar. What you select really depends on your service timings. The standard selection is 15 minutes. If you do a lot of small services with short timings, you may want to select a shorter time. If you do large services and do not have smaller increment services, you can select larger times. You can also change your week start date. If you would like to see your schedule starting on the first day of your work week, select that day. Example, if you work Tuesday through Saturday, your work week will start on Tuesday and end on Monday. Customize your calendar color by selecting from this dropdown. Remember, calendar location will bring you back to your last date view even after navigating into a different feature or page. Color block services by category or by service. This is going to depend on how you want the services or categories viewed on your calendar. You can choose to show holidays. Grouping services will show multiple appointments with the same client in one block instead of separating them. If you'd like them separated, you'll want to toggle this off. If you add padding time to your services, which means prep time and cleanup time, you must group services so you don't double up any padding time. If you do not show padding time, the appointment will just look longer in duration and you will not see the prep time or finishing time separated from the service. For more information on padding services, this will be discussed in a later video. Display all notes will disable note level filtering. You can filter notes as they are added in each client's profile. Side by side will show appointments that overlap when double booking alongside each other instead of layering them on top of each other. If you would like to limit how many hours your internal calendar displays, you're going to toggle on Limit Viewable Calendar to narrow those hours. If you do this, you will not be able to see appointments booked after these times. This is only a good option for users that never work outside of their set hours. Or if you still want to limit your calendar view, make sure that you set the hours a few hours before your start time of your workday and a few hours after the end time of your workday. Calendar feeds can export to external software. View setup instructions for how to utilize this feature. Goal setting will activate a new tile on your Hive. This tile will calculate revenue to goal as you progress through the week, month, and year, depending on which goals you set. All reviews are directed to Yelp or Google at this time, but check back for updates. Include your links for Vouch to recommend to your best clients. The last option on this page is to allow silent appointments, which clients can select during booking if activated. Now we tap on the blue tile at the bottom right corner of your screen to customize a few more options. Since we've already navigated through your profile, we're not going to go into it, but if you're in any of these other tabs, use this option to return to it. Customizing notifications. The first set of notifications are for you as a user. Select which type of notifications you would like to receive. To receive notifications in Calm on bookings, requests, or filled waivers and forms, please enable push notifications. All push notifications can be found in your notifications bell icon on your main screen. The Daily Digest text is a message that includes your schedule each day sent to you directly. Client notification settings. Clients will always be notified when an appointment is booked through your business page. When booking for them internally, you can decide whether or not they receive the initial booking notification. These notification options here are for reminders. You can have up to 4 reminder notifications sent depending on your selection. Choose to add a price estimate in these messages by toggling this option on. Automatic short links should remain toggled on to keep communication simple and clean. Client notification messages. Client messages can be customized and will be added to the standard info sent out. For additional messages sent to clients, use our automations feature, which will be covered in another video. You can also customize the receipt message. Make sure to tap the save icon once you have made any changes. Availability. Availability are your publicly displayed business hours, but do not impact your internal calendar. You can make that edit within the scheduling customizations. This is also where you can schedule regular breaks. These will be applied to every week. You can also schedule time off, which will gray out your calendar days and not allow for external bookings. This feature does not allow for a title. If you would like to add a title to time off, use the personal time off from your calendar, which will be covered in another video. Any of these scheduled breaks or time off can be deleted at any time. Checkout. Checkout is where you add tax rates and apply them to services or products. These must be made before assigning them. Name your tax, set the rate, and click Create. You will be able to view any tax rates and names that you have assigned under this. Next, select if your service has a tax on it. You can select sales tax from here or any other taxes that you've added. If services are not taxed in your state, leave no tax for this setting. If you retail products and you need to set a tax rate, simply toggle which tax rate you need to set for products. If you would automatically like receipts sent to your clients after checking them out, keep this toggled on. You can suggest tips on services only or disable tipping entirely. Here you can customize tip settings by percentages and select a default tip percentage. Tap which one you want to assign the pre-selected amount. You can add up to 5 tip variations. Colony accounts will be covered in another video. Now we're going to return to our features menu by tapping the 3 lines at the bottom right corner of your screen and go into scheduling. Scheduling is going to populate what your hours are on your internal calendar. You can also choose which services you would like on specific days. The default is all services are allowed, but if you would like to select services that you would only like offered on certain days, simply tap this and select the services which you would like to offer. Now that we have worked through setting up your business, we're ready to move on to online booking.